Good evening, everybody. This is Laird VE3LKS, and it's Thursday evening, week 2 of the COVID-19 Rag Chew. I guess we'll just jump right into it and start taking check-ins. So if anyone wants to join us on the Rag Chew, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Papa Whiskey.
V3 IRB. VE3 CRU.
VE3 LWJ.
VA3 Romeo Tango Victor.
Okay, I'll tell you what I've got, and we had a bit of a pile-up at the beginning. I've got Joe, VE3VGJ. I've got Peter, VE3PWJ. I've got VA3KPW. I've got VE3IRB Robert. I've got VE3CRU Bill. I've got VE3LWJ Larry. And I've got VA3RTV Jeffrey. Did I miss anyone right there at the beginning? If so, please come again.
VE3 CWR. VA3
Okay, the station ending in W.
VA3 KPW.
Okay, yeah, I've got you already. There was one other station in there too. Go ahead.
You get me, VE3 CWR alert.
Yeah, I got you, Gerard, and I just at least it sounded on my end like there was someone else in there too. Okay, I think that was TPS. Is that you, Steve?
Yep, roger that. VA3 TPS.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll go back up to the top of the list here. And if you guys want to see something really funny, I'm trying to live stream this tonight on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and search for VE3LKS, you should find the live stream for the Rag Chew this evening. So again, that's just YouTube, and then look for VE3LKS, and you'll see why they say I've got a face made for radio. Anyways, Joe, you're first on the list, so take it away, please.
Yes, very good evening there, Laird again. And there was somebody ahead of me. I'm not sure if he came back or not, but there's someone just ahead of me, but there's a bit of a pile-up. And yes, I just called you up on YouTube there. Yeah, it's a rather interesting site there, to say the least. Not a lot to report on this first round. Looks like it might have a whole bunch, so I'll make it quick. I'm just wondering if there's any plans for WLF this weekend. And also, the next round, I have a little comment about the topic of smelts yesterday on my second round. Back to you.
Yeah, I was planning on going up there as long as they're still open. I was planning on heading up there. We can do what we did last weekend before everyone gets excited and thinks that we're sitting around having coffee together. They do have the restaurant closed there. So what we'll do is we'll go up there, go in, we get our coffee, get our groceries, because they got a nice selection of groceries. and then head back outside to our vehicles. And if it's nice, we can stand outside as long as we keep our 6 or 7 feet distance and have a chat. And if not, well, we can sit in our cars and talk on Simplex and have a rag chew that way. But yeah, I'll probably head up too. So I hope to see some of you guys there. Let's see, VA3 PWJ Peter.
Well, good evening, Laird, and everybody on the frequency there tonight. And I'm looking at you, but you can't see me, but I can see you. So anyway, you got a good picture on there, by the way. You got to try to be a movie star next. I guess that's your next law in life, is it, Laird?
Oh, I think it's too late for that unless they make Grumpier Old Min number 17 or something. Then I might have a shot at it. But yeah, it was just something I was fooling around with. May do this for our club meeting, actually. There's another application that I've been looking at too. It's called Zoom, and that allows you to have 100 people and have a meeting up to 40 minutes long. And the nice thing about Zoom is that I can switch from the camera and have it display whatever's on my computer. So, you know, it might be interesting if we have to do a presentation to use that application too, but we'll see. This is just trial and error right now, but we were having fun with it a bit earlier on today. VA3 KPW, and I'm sorry I forgot your name.
Oh, good evening, and nice to meet you, Laird, and all the other people. I haven't been on the air since the early 80s when I was DE3 IAC. Name is Paul, and I was watching that live before you had a mirror image and then you turned it over. But as a club, you shouldn't have a sign like that. You should not have any kind of political sign in a club. It's not a good thing. You might not have remembered that you had it there, but I noticed it. Over.
Oh, I appreciate the comments, but it is my personal shack. It's not a club shack, so I could have all sorts of things up there. Then anything may be a problem. But my mother-in-law sent that to me, so I just hang in it there. And sorry if it causes any consternation, but I'll take that under advisement. And where are you checking in from, Paul?
In Mississauga. I don't have any radio equipment now, so I'm coming in on the IAX RPT software.
Oh, that's right. You're Larry's friend. You guys are together in the car club. Well, welcome aboard, Paul. And I think Larry's even on here, so you guys will be able to say hi to each other in a few minutes. Let's see. VE3 IRB Robert. Uh-oh. Somehow we lost Robert. VE3 CRU Bill.
Okay, VG3CRU here. I found the microphone. It's been a good day today. I got, between yesterday and today, 10 bags of yard waste ready to put out on Tuesday there. Most of it is pine needles raked off the grass that have fallen over the winter. As far as this virus stuff is concerned, I just got my latest bulletin from the Shriners there, and I see all meetings, all activities are canceled locally. The the spring ceremonial in Guelph, which has several hundred rooms booked for Shriners, be a lot of cancellations there. But the big event in the United States called the Imperial, which occasionally comes up to Ontario, they have thousands of rooms booked. They have not canceled yet. But this gives you an idea of the magnitude of how hotels are affected by the coronavirus.
Yeah, I know it's not looking good for our Hamfest either. And if we cancel that, I mean, I think the Canadian economy will definitely be in the tank. Hi, hi. But we're just holding out hope. I believe the town of Pickering said they will make a final determination the first week of April. To be honest with you, from my gut, I think it's going to be canceled this year. And I think we're going to be, they're just going to cancel it anyways. Like the town of Pickering is just going to push us out again, which will push it back past our actual Hamfest date. And, it's just the way it's going. So, I mean, Hamvention's canceled in Dayton, and I mean, and that's an international event. So, not holding out much hope. But since we don't have a crystal ball, we'll just wait and see what happens the first week of April and go from there. But yeah, there's a lot of major events canceling. Even hospitals now are canceling surgeries. They don't want to risk patients recovering in the hospital being hit with that on top. And, they were already at a weakened state. So, yeah, better to be safe than sorry. You know, that's my motto, anyways. Never hurts. Let's see, who is next? VA3 LWJ, Larry.
Yes, it's Larry, LWJ, and I'm welcoming Paul, my old car club friend, to the group. Great to hear you on the air, Paul. And yes, I'm watching you on the screen as well. I got the sound turned down, so I'm only hearing it from one source. But that's really neat. I caught on. I picked you and Joe talking about it earlier this afternoon, and Joe mentioned how he found you. So I thought, well, I'll try that, and it worked for me as well. So that's pretty neat to see your shot. So back to you.
Yeah, the only thing, Larry, though, is do any of your wives have oil of Olay? Because I definitely have some wrinkles going on here, and that's just not good for the image. We'll have to work on that and see if we can get rid of those things. Um, very good. And Jeffrey, VA3 RTV.
Yes, good evening, Laird, and everybody else. Just check the Broadcastify, make sure it's still working, and just put a home screen on Lois's phone so she can listen in. I don't know if Brad and John are going to be listening in this evening, but if they are, welcome John and Brad. Back to you, Laird.
Oh, very good. And they can also go on YouTube, and I can wave at Brad if he's on YouTube. Let's see. Gerard, BE3CWR, with the new and improved station.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's well. Joe was over after work and did a little bit of antenna work, and here I am. My new and improved signal. I hope it still gets out there. But anyway, very nice of Joe to come over and do that work for me today. Much appreciated, Joe. And Larry, yeah, I've been looking at you here, and that's the first good explanation I've had of that thing you guys run around with your car tracking each other and wondering where you all are. I don't know. I usually just ask a person where they are. Anyway, very good explanation. Looks really good, Larry. So back to you, the 3CWR.
Oh, yes. If you're referring to the APRS, yes, it's nice to be able to track people. And you just don't tell your spouse, that's all. Because then she can figure out where you are, and then you're really in trouble when you get home. Let's see. Steve, VA3 TPS.
Okay. Good evening, Larry, and everybody on frequency. I don't know about the cream for the wrinkles there, we could always try it with, but and not too much up here in the Fenland. Same old stuff today. A little work around the yard. Played on the radio some good DX today. Most of the afternoon. Kenya, Israel, China's on there right now. But the only other thing you mentioned, the Hamvention canceled is that they're going to have a QSO party for the Hamvention. You're going to give your report plus your first Wednesday date. So if anybody's interested, they might watch for that. It should be coming out in the next few weeks. Other than that, that's not much else there. Back to you.
Okay, very good. I think my first trip to, and only trip to Dayton was 1991, so that'll be fun. It'll be give it something to do and fill the void that Hamvention can leave. Let's take a quick run back up to the list to see if Robert, VE3 IRB, is back with us.
IRB. Sorry, my battery's low here. Last time I went to grab it, and I accidentally pulled out my microphone. You receiving me now, okay?
Yeah, we got you good now, Bob.
Yes, I'm plugging in my radio between talking, and I went to pull out the charger so I could talk, and I accidentally pulled out the microphone. Sort of did a Jeffrey there. Anyways, back to you. Really had nothing to add.
Yeah, it's funny how these radios get fussy when you pull out the wrong thing. Oh well. Let's see. I guess at this point we'll take another round of check-ins to see who else is out there. So if anyone wants to join in to the Rag Chew this evening, please come now. This is Laird VE3 LKS.
VE3HIX. V3X-ray Echo Quebec.
VE3IGX.
Alpha 3, Julius Foxtrot 50.
Okay, I copied VE3HIX, that's Bob. I copied VE3XEQ. You were new on last night. Let me see here. I've got you in the log here somewhere. I thought it was last night. Anyways, I'll figure out your name in a second. Sorry about that. Then we have a VE3IGX, that's Cam, and VA3JFW Jack. So let's take it back up to Bob, VE3HIX.
Good evening, Larry. Good evening, everyone. Nothing really great at this end, but I noticed that you've solved your condition of political statement by reversing the image so nobody can read it. I don't know how that happened, but you're flipped left to right on my view here of you on YouTube. We'll take it back to you, Larry, the E3HIX.
Okay, how's that? Is that back to normal again?
Yeah, I had a couple of second delay. It's back to normal now. What did you do? Over.
Oh, I hit a wrong button earlier. That's the story of my life. But it's weird because on one application, basically what I'm doing is I'm using my cell phone as the webcam. Because cell phones have fantastic cameras in them, and you can't buy a webcam anywhere right now because everyone's working from home and they ran out and bought them. So I'm using a software called IV Cam, which you'll see up in the top corner. How do you do this? It's opposite to what I want. IV Cam right there. And you load that on your cell phone. You also download the version for the computer. And basically, it turns your cell phone into a webcam that you can then, it acknowledges when you go into your application. So when I go into YouTube and it asks me which webcam do I want to use, I choose the IV cam and away we go. It works wirelessly, so you don't have to hook anything up to the computer. So theoretically, I could take this and walk around the shack here and show you equipment and everything else. The only problem is the housekeeper wasn't in this week, so I better not do that, aye.
There are other dedicated ways of doing that, of course, but that's fantastic. That can be done wirelessly through a phone and a PC, I take it. Okay, then we'll take it back to you, whoever's coming up next, and thanks very much, Larry. VA3HIX.
Okay, very good, Bob. So next on the list is Christopher. I did figure out your call. VE3XEQ, and welcome back to the net.
Very good, Laird, very good. And I got a notice from the OSCC today over here in Connaught. They're accusing me of putting Viagra in the tea. Well, that's how you can none those old dudes ever party. I don't understand it. Why would they blame me for doing that? That's not my MO. Back to you, Laird, V3XEQ.
Very good. I missed what they were accusing you of putting together.
Oh, they're accusing me. There's an accusation that I'm putting Viagra in their tea.
Okay, very good. Oh my. I don't want to do that, Christopher. Stay out of trouble, my friend. VE3 IGX Cam up in Port Perry.
Good evening, Laird, and everyone else on board. Not much to report today. I did a little spring cleaning, a little bit of disinfecting, steering wheels, stick shifts, and I got to download the N3 FJP software for the ARRL field day. And what Bob HIX mentioned a few months ago about they finally found Prince Edward Island, so I got that all set up for field day. I'm keeping a positive that we'll be able to get that out. So anyway, we'll give it on back to you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with field day this year, especially if this is still going on. I mean, theoretically, we probably couldn't get into our existing site to set up, but you know, if normally when we set up field day, we're so far apart from each other that there's nothing, there's nothing, at least under current regulations, that would cause us to have any concerns for social distancing, because one guy can operate and log at the same time. So we'll have to see what happens. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they cancel field day too. But we'll have to keep that in mind. It's a good point, Cam. VA3 JFW Jack, how's things going up in Lindsay?
VA3XW, good evening. Laird, I see you on my screen here. Nice wallpaper. Oh boy. Anyway, I just got a nice shack there. I think they're a little not too bad here today. They got me out of bed and put me in another chair, so they gave me another position. So that worked out okay. So that's a good build up. I know there's a bit of a delay there, but I got a theater shack there. Thank you, Laird, VA3XW.
Yes, there is a bit of a delay, and I think Joe, Steve, and I worked it out earlier today that I think it's about 3 seconds. What you hear on the radio will be repeated 3 seconds later online. And I guess that's just due to YouTube buffering and everything else in between. But yeah, we were quite happy with it, and it seems to be doing the trick. It just gives us another option if we decide to do a meeting in April, of streaming it out to the hordes, and along with another application that we can also use. So don't want to give up too many meetings. I know last one we had to give up just because everything hit the proverbial stuff hit the fan, but at least we'll be able to do a meeting online too. So it just gives us more options. So it's good. And with that, I'll just take a quick standby and see if there's anybody else that would like to join the Rag Chew this evening. If so, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Charlie Echo. VA3XW, recheck.
Okay, I got VA3 DCE Doug And I got VA3JFW Jack for a recheck. Go ahead, Jack.
Mentioned I'm going to be going to another net here at 7:30. So I could there may or may not be back. A lot of nets going on now. Thank you, Larry.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the heads up there, Jack. We'll call for you, but if we don't hear anything, we'll know that you're off on another net. And VA3 DCE Doug.
Good evening, Laird. I haven't got any pictures in front of me. I don't see what's on YouTube or anything else. So, would you give me a rundown on what it is that everybody's talking about in your shack? I mean, I'd like to know what everybody's seeing.
Well, very good, Doug. If you go to youtube.com on your computer or your tablet, you can search for VE3LKS. And just in case you don't know my call sign by now, oops, this is hard. You got to do everything in reverse. Just look that up and you'll see me. And it's just the banner that I've got hanging up from the ceiling right now. And it may have been in a picture I sent out earlier today too to some of you guys. So can't remember whether I had it hanging up or not at that point. But anyways, get your YouTube going, and then you can see when I tilt over to log things, you can see the bald spot on my head too, and make fun of that. Let's see. We'll go back up to the top of the list to Joe, VE3VGJ.
Yes, Laird, looks good there behind you. Yeah, one little comment about we're talking about yesterday's smelt. I mentioned that at work today, and boy, it opened up the floodgates there. All the people had experiences about smelt, and there's not that many now. One guy pointed out that they reintroduced the salmon to the Great Lakes back in the 70s, and they think that's what happened. It really knocked the stocks down. And the other thing too, this morning when I left for work at about 5:15, I walked outside. It was damp, it was cold, a little bit of frost on the vehicle, and there was a robin singing just as hard. I couldn't believe it. It sounded so good, and just a sign, I guess, spring is here. Back to you.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I didn't go outside at all today until just recently. I worked from home today, so that was nice. But when I did, my vehicle wouldn't start. So luckily, my wife's vehicle was here, and I had to go do a few errands. But yeah, it was nice this evening. Not sunny, just overcast, but the temperature was nice. But yeah, it's nice to hear the birds singing. It's a sure sign that we're going to have some warmer weather right around the corner. And good thing on the smelt, yeah, I guess the larger species dying out on those, so that makes sense why their population may have been dwindling. Pete, VE3PWJ.
Okay, Roger there, Laird. I've been busy today. I took a bunch of pics off one of the sticks and uploaded the computer of the next door neighbor's little boy. So I said I'd do something for them. About a month ago I did this. So I finally got around to printing them off, and they came out pretty good. So when I did take a couple of screenshots with my cell phone, so I'm not sure if the cell phone's any good now or not. Over to you, Laird.
Oh, well, time will tell, but it's amazing how good a camera is that some of these cell phones have nowadays. Um, I won't say they're quite as good as like high-end digital cameras like you have, but they're pretty darn close. So a lot better than the little Instamatics we used to carry around with the flash cubes on top of them, that's for sure. And just to let you know, Pete, and anyone else on frequency, if anyone's needing toilet paper, apparently the Walmart at Kingentown line has several skids in right inside the front door. Now I don't want you all leaving the net just to run up there, but apparently they have some now. Who knows how long they'll last? That's anyone's guess. But if you were needing some, you may want to check them out before they close. VA3 KPW Paul, back to you again, sir. And what year and color is your Miata?
Okay. Yeah, my Miata is probably the best color. It's British Racing Green,
and it's a 2000, which is the best style. For some reason, they kept on improving them from 89 right through to 2000, and then they sort of fell off from there. At least that's what I tell all the Miata people. And another thing, guy talking about Dayton, I said that I stopped operating in the early 80s. It wasn't in the early 80s because I was in Dayton in 88. So sometime after that I got off the air. Over to you.
Very good. Just out of curiosity, do you have a white racing stripe or two on that green Miata?
No. I thought of it.
Okay, very good. Because I know a friend of mine has one. I think his is older than a 2000 though, but it's a darker green, and he put the right racing stripe up over the hood and then back over the trunk or the bonnet for those on frequency who don't know what a trunk is. Hi. Very good. And yeah, I'm sure Larry's going to have something to comment about the year and the color and everything else when it comes to his turn here in a minute. VE3 IRB, Robert.
VE3 IRB, bonnet isn't the trunk.
Oh,
So
the
you
boot.
know, and a question for Bob HIX when it comes down to him. He told us last night about somebody dressing up as a Loch Ness monster. What year was that? Because somebody else, I was checking online, somebody did that in Oshawa, and it was a different name. So I was wondering which person came first. Back to you.
Okay, let's see how far down the list is Bob. Yeah, Bob, do you want to answer that right now, Bob?
Okay, that was quite a while ago, and that was Bruce McNabb, who's still alive and with us. And the monster was the Darling of Darlington Park. It was like Nessie in Scotland. And he had a rubber suit on, of course, and the two guys under it, he and his friend, whose name escapes me. And it was reported to the police. They ignored it. It was reported to the newspaper. They came out. And next day they reenacted a picture, made the paper of the monster going in the water down the beach, and a young boy running ahead of it on the land down the beach. So it looked like the monster was chasing the boy. But that was the Darling of Darlington Park, Bob.
There's the other gentleman, Bob Stevenson. Apparently he did something similar off Oshawa.
I didn't catch the name of his friend, so it could have been the same person. Over.
Okay, thanks.
Very good. Now we need to get some newspaper clippings and have that on one of our Oshawa sites on Facebook there, Bob. So you've got your work cut out for you tomorrow, or I should say Robert. They're both got the same name. So Robert, you'll have to do that and put it on your Facebook page. VE3 CRU, Bill.
Okay, finally grab the microphone here. Yeah, there's a few comments I need to make. First, regarding last night's smelt deal. Dessert. Apple pie without cheese is like a hug without a squeeze. Many can relate to that, I think. Okay, getting into more current events. As I mentioned, we do have a lot of cancellations coming up. We also have some very stubborn people who do not want to give up their event. And I think, especially like in the month, you talk about Field Day, we've got the one soon in that, the ARRL VHF contest, and the second weekend in June. That one should be canceled too, because half of it involves multiple people close together, so that should be cut out. But we also have in April, we have the Ontario CUSO party, which, as I say, could really do with being canceled. And of course, as they say, I know you hate to hear it, but I do think it's in the best interest of all if the year of Hamfest was canceled too.
Yep, and as I said, that's what we're leaning towards. But no one's got a crystal ball at this moment, so we don't know if we've reached our max or not, and if all of a sudden this thing went away, then where we would be. So we'll wait till April when the government makes up their mind, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we are leaning towards canceling anyway. So, but yeah, it's anytime you're going to have people gathering around, they should be canceling those events, especially in close proximity. You know, if you can keep your space, then yes. So, I mean, field day, technically, you could still have field day. You just may have a hard time getting into your field day sites. So you'd have to sort of find alternate locations where you could still get in and set up and operate, or do a field day where everyone just operates from their own backyard. I mean, that would work too. Let's see. Larry, VE3LWJ. Now, I'm sure you'll have something to say about Miatas.
It's Larry. How did you guess? Paul's car is a BRG British Racing Green, which is the traditional racing car color, but everybody knows that a little red sports car should be red. I'm enjoying watching you here. What I've done is I turned my radio down and I'm turning up the computer so that I can see you in real time. And then I turn the radio off just to listen. So I'm enjoying this. Thanks very much. Back to you, Larry.
Very good. And just out of curiosity, how is the audio coming through on the YouTube? Because it's sort of cobbled together here. I'm actually using my old webcam. I'm not using it for the video part. I'm using it for the microphone. My wife's got my microphone because she needs it for work. So um, I guess I've got it cobbled together where I'm using the phone for the video camera and my old junky webcam for the microphone. So just curious what the audio is like.
It's absolutely excellent. Now I'm watching you on my laptop and it has a camera. Is there any way in the world that I could be talking to the group with my computer the way you are?
Well, you could set it up so you can talk to a group, but you wouldn't be able to talk to us. Like right now, this is just a broadcast, so I'm sending audio and video out, but no one can send it back to me.
Okay, thanks for that. And incidentally, I can see the license plate quite clearly that Joe was talking about earlier today. I can read it quite nicely, actually. Anyway, back to you.
Yep, that's off the old Yamaha Seika, and it was a fun motorcycle while it lasted. Yeah, anyways, yes, the other application, the Zoom application, it will allow us to be interactive. Um, Although I think I have to sort of pick and choose who I want to be active. So I'm not sure, but it can be more interactive. But then we probably wouldn't be able to use the radio as such. So it's, you know, sort of six of one, half dozen of another. But between the two, we can make something work. Jeffrey, VA3RTV.
Yeah, thanks, Led. And just a quick question, Led. Is the YouTube video, which is very good, is that going to stay up after the get together?
To be honest, I don't know. This is called a live stream, and I don't know whether they keep it on for a certain amount of time, or once it's over, if it's gone. I know there's options in there where I can save it, but we'll just have to play it by ear. This is all new to me. I just started playing around with this yesterday, so I haven't worked all the kinks out of it yet. But just out of curiosity, why would you want me on there?
Yeah, why would I? No, I think it's very good. You're doing a good job. But just very quickly, a little bit of English stuff. By the way, the racing stripe on a Miata or any car really was put where the driver sits, because it could be a left or right hand drive, and when they're on the racetrack, the racing stripe shows where the driver is sitting. A lot of people didn't know that. But on a couple of things, when you mentioned about the trunk, which of course is the boot, and the hood is the bonnet, the fender is the wing, a rust-free car is where there's no charge for the rust. So I just thought you'd be interested in that. Back to you.
Okay, very good. And you parked them all in the garage, if I remember correctly. So very good. Um, and yeah, so anybody can do this YouTube stuff. You just have to set up your own YouTube channel, which doesn't cost anything, and go to it. So maybe you and Bob can start making some videos, and you can post them online, and we can watch them. Let's see who's next. Gerard, VE3CWR. Holy Hannah.
Yeah, okay, guys, very good. Yeah, okay, nothing more to add, Larry, except I got a note from my nephew who was under the weather, not this virus or anything, but just under the weather a little bit. He said, "Oh, I'm feeling much better today." He said, "Good thing too." He said, "I'm down to 2 bottles of water, 3 cans of soup, and 2,500 rolls of toilet paper."
Yeah, that's good. There's, you got to make the best of this situation, and there's been some pretty good memes out there too. Like, there's a meme that's out there that says, 2053, Jack opened the last case of toilet paper that his parents bought in 2020. So you gotta love it. But that's good. I like that, Gerard. Nothing like a good chuckle to alleviate things. And remember, there used to be a show on TV. What was it called? Oh, the name has slipped me. But they actually used to take copies of it into the hospital and show it to people, because humor, it has been known to actually be a good healing agent when people are recovering. And it was an old black and white TV show, and you guys will probably think of it. I just can't right now. Anyways, Steve, VA3 TPS.
Okay, Laird. VA3 TPS. So, interesting night. It's kind of weird watching you and listening to you at the same time. Only I got you one, so we've got you crazy with both sounds going. But nothing else much to add. Just scanning the bands and listening to the great conversation. And I'll just be standing by here and the next time anything comes up. VA3 TPS.
Okay, very good, Steve. How were the wings tonight?
Well, the missus wants to make dinner, so she made dinner tonight. So I guess we'll try next Wednesday night. We'll try the other restaurant. They actually deliver them too.
Oh, that was so nice of you to let the missus make dinner for you. Hi, hi. Very good. Bob, VE3HIX.
Oh boy, if Steve's getting stuff delivered up there, that's kind of a hard street to find, I think. But I'm sure it's a regular address would get there. It's a private road up that way, and it's very, very nice with all the old cottages and so on. One for Jeffrey here from Chris. She found a nice TV program for you called The Repair Shop. It's a British program, comes on Wednesday nights at 9, and it's all about a repair shop fixing small things in Britain. And with that, back to you, Laird, VE3HIX.
Well, that sounds interesting to me too. I'm gonna have to look that up and start PVRing it. I love shows like that, so that was good. It was. I think you said it was called The Repair Shop.
Yes, I didn't get the channel for Rogers, but it's called The Repair Shop, a British program, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m.
Okay, very good. As long as it has subtitles, I should be okay. Let's see, Christopher, VE3XEQ.
Okay, Larry, sorry, I had to make my way across the room. We have all our radio equipment set up on one side. We're in an apartment here on the second floor, and we have the beam that faces north. So it's really enjoyable to have the Raichu on. As far as like my entertainment, I could sit and watch The Big Bang Theory over and over again. It just has me rolling on the floor. I'm telling you, that is the funniest show I've ever seen. Kind of seen. Sometimes we watch Mom and Two and a Half Men. So that's what puts together my humor. 7-3 Laird, and I'll stick around to the end.
Okay, very good, Trevor. One of my all-time favorites is WKRP in Cincinnati. So I know I'm carbon dating myself, but that was an hysterical show too. And I like anything with Tim Allen in it. If he's in it, I'm in it too. Let's see, Cam, VE3IGX.
Okay, talking about those Miatas, that British Racing Green is a color that I really like. And the other thing I was doing this afternoon was listening to W1AW CW, trying to copy it at 13 words a minute. I think I'm up around 85% of that, but with this isolation, I think I got to get it into high gear and get that reading up again. So I'll say 73s, everybody, and I'll be standing by listening.
Oh, very good, Cam. Well, 85% at 13 words a minute. That's not bad. You can probably figure everything out that's not that you're missing. So that's excellent. Good work there. And I'm just going to take a quick standby and see if there's anybody else that would like to join the Rag Chew. If so, please come now. This is Laird, VE3LKS.
Victor Alpha 6, Hotel Echo Mike. Can you hear me? Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha Hotel.
Victor Echo 3, Radio Papa November.
Okay, very good. I acknowledge VA6 HEM. That's Mike from the ice fields. Well, he may not be in the ice fields yet, but he's out there in Alberta. VA3 VAH. Uh-oh. I'm having a brain fart. Sorry, guys. And Scott, VE3 RPN. BH Kingston. Why can't I remember your name? I should. This is terrible. Anyways, Brian. It's Brian. So we'll get to you, gentlemen, in just one moment. We just have a couple ahead of you there, and we'll see if Jack's still with us. VA3 JFW.
JFWL, that's big car. I got the wrong date, and for some reason I thought it was Tuesday. So that didn't work out. But there is an event coming on at 8 o'clock. It's the Hera Club, which I'm also a member. So that's the next one on the list here. Anyway, I like your shack there. I'm still laughing. The JFW.
Very good. I'll see what else I can hang there on nights to make it interesting. Hi. And yeah, well, it gets every night's a Tuesday night now, Jack, because we're having our Rag Chew. Normally it is only on Tuesday nights, and now it's every night. So don't feel bad about being confused. Doug, VA3 DCE.
VA3DCE. Just a couple of things I forgot up here, Laird. This British Racing Green. Back in 1960, I had an MGA British Racing Green wire wheels, and I only kept it 6 months because I went through 3 generators, 2 fuel pumps, and 7 tubes for the tires in that amount of time. and at the end of that time, I sold it about a Volkswagen Beetle. But British Racing Green was a beautiful color. The other thing I want to say is I sat out my truck out here in the parking lot, looked across at the townhouse development across the road. There was a lady out there. People take their dogs out all the time, and I see cats, but she was trying to exercise her pigs. She had one of these Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs, and I found out that you don't herd pigs. She took the leash off, and she's trying to stay between the pig and the street. And she got her exercise, but that pig, I'm telling you, those short legs, but could that little fella go? It was really amazing to see. I just sat there and watched it for quite a while. I hope I see her out there again because it's really worth watching. 7-3 Laird, I have another net at 8 o'clock also, so thanks again for doing that. The 83DCE.
Okay, very good there, Doug. Yes, let us know when the pig gets fat enough, and maybe we can make some bacon. Hi. Mike, VA6HEM, checking in from Alberta. Good evening, sir.
VE3LKS in the group. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, a little bit late today, and I totally forgot about the nets going on, so I do apologize. I would have said hi, everybody, on Monday. It's good to hear everybody on Saturday. I was up at the club. Made a couple contacts over there, 8 or 9 people, so good to hear you guys. Unfortunately, we can't be going back up to the club. They got it kind of locked down, but I squeezed my way into this weekend to go Saturday for the contest weekend, but we'll see what happens then. But we'll be up on the contest there, same station doing the contest weekend, so hopefully we can figure somebody out then. And Laird, via your YouTube channel, I love it. I was watching it there, and I sent you a message. You need to do a shack tour, but you gotta wait for the shack tour towards the end of the net so you can actually see the shack. Because it's really, really annoying. Not really annoying, but really difficult to hear the double QSO. One through the app here, or one through the YouTube channel. But a great to have a shack tour. Over here, Eric. VE3LKS, V86HEM.
Okay, I probably can't do a shack tour tonight because I do have to get out of here shortly after 8. But maybe tomorrow night. Since it's Friday, we'll be on here later, probably because more relaxed. Maybe I'll try to do a shack tour tomorrow night if that's okay. And let's see, Brian, VA3BAH from Kingston.
Well, I'm impressed you finally remembered my name. Man, I'd really mess you up if I used my second call sign. I'm just looking at your YouTube thing here. I didn't realize you were a member of the Grand Ole Party, my friend. And before it times out, I'm going to go back to you.
Yes, well, I'm not a member of the party because I'm a Canadian citizen, but my wife and 2 boys, they're GOPers for sure, and her family is GOP through and through, and so that was actually a gift from my mother-in-law because um, I enjoy politics. It's sort of a hobby. I enjoy um, reading up on like all the different procedures and stuff like that. By no means am I an expert on anything, but whenever something comes out and someone questions it, I like to dig into it and see what the real meaning is behind it. Because when you listen to the news, you're not getting accurate information from anybody. So it's just more of a hobby than anything else. But yes, I've got military flags and all sorts of goodies, and um, we've got a copy of the Declaration of Independence and all that sort of stuff hanging up down in our family room. So it's just a hobby, but I enjoy it. And let's see, Scott, VE3, really pretty nurse. How are you doing this evening?
P3 RPS. It's a hard one to follow. We're doing pretty good, but we got this crazy guy on a motorcycle. His license is 2 X-ray 254. He cut me off 3 times. The nice
I don't know if you know who he is, Larry. I love your shack. It's neat. And I do like, I have the similar thing, but not that big at home for my mother-in-law, so you're okay. You got her, that's it. Anyway, I'm enjoying the net. I did speak at the Metro. They are putting the plastic protection devices are all up in this store. As far as I know, because of what's happened at the superstore down south, I think all the grocery stores are getting them in tonight. So, yeah, you won't get to see your girl behind the counter or guy that close anymore. But anyway, I got lots of service, no toilet paper, but I got a lot at home. Anybody want to buy some? No, just kidding. That's a little white stash. It was a good net. I guess they have a good net, but it's just about over. Good hearing everybody, and enjoy your little room down there. That's cute. I want to tour there this morning. Hopefully, if you have time. Have a good one, buddy. Over to you next control, 730B, 3 RPM.
Okay, very good. Cute little story. Um, one of the doctors at work, we went halfers on a case of pancake mix. I know you think, why would you want to go halfers on a case of pancake mix? But it's amazing pancake mix. She last week on one day she had like 3 clients that canceled, and she made up pancakes for everybody for lunch. I work in a small community health center just east of here, and it's more of a family type oriented group that work there. Anyways, we decided she needed to order more pancake mix, but she didn't want to order a whole case um, because she couldn't use it up in time. So I told her I'd go halfers with it. Well, it arrived, and so she called me and she said she would leave it on her doorstep. She lives in Curtis. So I went over there this evening, and just for a joke, I took a roll of toilet paper and put it in a Ziploc bag with a big thank you note on it. And she got a huge kick out of that. It was funny. So yeah, let's. What time is it? The big hand is on the 8. No, the little hand is on the 8, and the big hand's almost on the 12. Why don't we just take one more zip through the list here, guys, and we'll just a quick one to say goodnight, and any last words of wisdom you want to share with the group. But just try not to make it too long and drawn out. Hi, hi. As if a ham can do that. VE3 VGJ Joe.
Yes, Laird. Quick one there, Chris, who likes the Big Bang Theory. I had a good laugh when Sheldon had to thank Amy for being back. That was probably one of the funniest episodes. I really like that. And Mike, hope you're on there tomorrow. I got some questions I'd like to ask you about your place there and how you're living there. And one last thing there, Laird. You mentioned about Steve getting delivery of the chicken wings. Maybe you might mention those new delivery services they have down in the States there. Other than that, 7-3 from Bowmanville. Great night again there, Laird. Always enjoy it. VE3 VGJ, Bowmanville clear.
Yeah, I better email Steve the details on the delivery service. That may not be kosher enough for the net. Hi, hi. VE3 PWJ Peter.
Yeah, another great net as always there, Larry. You're doing a great job. And why wouldn't the Mazda start? I guess maybe the battery was gone in it. But anyway, we'll say 7-3 from here, and we'll hopefully hear you again tomorrow night, Larry.
Well, the funny thing with the Mazda is it's turning over no problem. It's either A, not getting fuel, or B, there's something wrong with the firing sequence, because it'll turn over no problem. It just won't start. But we'll have to get that looked at in the morning. Let's see. Paul, VA3 KPW.
Laird, it's been very interesting getting back on ham radio after, well, over 30 years. And I guess it's probably because of this virus, not being stuck alone at home. Anyway, 7-3, I've enjoyed it very much, and you're doing a great job with that. I'm looking forward to seeing your shack as well. So I'll probably be back tomorrow night. 7-3.
Okay, very good, Paul. Well, glad to have you on board. And yes, we're going to be doing this net every night, every weeknight. So Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock, and for the duration of the COVID outbreak. I hope it's not too long. Anyways, and then after that, it's back to just every Tuesday night. But glad to have you on board. And you need to come back just to give Larry some smack talk, too, on his Miata. Let's see. Robert, VE3IRB.
Just want to say good night to all and well done. 73, VE3 IRB, I'll be standing by.
Okay, very good. Bill, VE3CRU.
Okay, VE3CRU, Jack Wild, VE3JFW. Tomorrow night, be sure to be here. I've got a story to tell tomorrow night that could not be told without you. You're the hub of it. So, as I say, everybody stand by for tomorrow night. There's a story to be told that includes VE3GFW. Have a good evening, Jack. Have a good evening, everyone. Great net, 7-3, and see you tomorrow night. Bye for now.
Oh, no. Bill put out, I think what they call in the industry, a hook. So that means I got to show up again tomorrow night to listen to his story. It sounds good. I hope it's a tale of past years when him and Jack got into trouble or something. That'd be good to hear. Larry, VE3LWJ.
Yes, it's Larry. We had a quiet day here. At least I did. I tried to sit in the front of the garage with the door open, reading a book with a blanket over my lap, but that only lasted about a half an hour. It got chilly. And besides, I got tired watching Joan raking the lawn. Hell, it only it snowed like 2 or 3 days ago, and she's out there raking the lawn. Anyway, I've enjoyed this as always, and 73 for tonight.
Oh, that's good. You got tired watching Joan do all the work. Well, you need to take the cover off your Miata, open the door, and start it up and just pretend you're driving. Let's see. Jeffrey, VA3RTV.
Yeah, thanks very much, Laird, and a very good night to everybody. And just a quick note, if Jack, if you're still listening, I did get your email, and everything's okay, and I think you'll know what that means. Okay, all the best. Have a good night. VA3RTV.
Okay, very good, Jeffrey. And say hello to Lois for us. VE3CWR, Gerard. Oh, Gerard must be gone. So we'll head down to Steve, VA3TPS.
Okay, Laird, well, thank you very much. Another great night. You did a great job, as usual. It was very entertaining. It's good to hear people on there. Everyone take care. Enjoy the night. And tomorrow, supposed to be a nice sunny day, warming up a bit, so we're looking forward to that. 7-3 and VA3 TPS here on Fenelon Falls. We're listening.
Okay, very good, Steve. Looking forward to chatting with you again tomorrow. Bob, VE3HIX.
Okay, this is the final, the only time I had a car that wouldn't start in the driveway and I couldn't get it going. Called a tow truck down to the dealer, went with the car, left outside, told him what it wouldn't do. No idea why it wouldn't do it. Got a ride home from the dealer, and the phone rang immediately. The dealer said, "Come and get your car. We got it going. Everything's perfect." They knew exactly what was wrong. So sometimes they have this happen all the time. I hope yours is one of the nice, easy ones. Take it easy, Larry. Take it easy, everybody. We'll hope to listen to you tomorrow. VE3HIXS.
What was the nice and easy fix, Bob?
It was a wiring problem, and it was well known for that type of car. They fixed it immediately. It still cost me $60. But I got to ride both ways to and from the dealership and picked it up and went home.
Okay, very good. Well, let's just hope it's something simple. As I say, it turns over. Everything seems like it's working. It just won't fire. Let's see. VE3XCQ, Christopher.
Hey, very good. You got it right. Last time
wanted to call me Trevor, but that's okay. Just don't call me anything but Lakewood. But anyway, I enjoyed listening to the Raichu tonight, and I think this is a great idea. It gives a little bit of a break from this craziness that's going on. And let's just hope it all goes back to normal eventually. 7-3, everybody. Have a good night. Go ahead, Larry.
Very good, Christopher. Yes, let's hope for the best and that it's over soon. Yeah, somehow I don't feel in my gut. I'm saying, yeah, good luck, but I hope for the best. Cam, VE3IGX, and are you going to join us for a hot apple fritter on Saturday morning?
That is a possibility. So I like to say 73s for everybody. And good night, John Boy. VE3IGX.
Well, good night, Mary Ellen. Sorry, Cam, couldn't resist. VA3 JFW Jack. Oh, Jack must be gone as well. VA3 DCE Doug. Uh-oh, maybe Doug's gone to his... Oh, he mentioned another net. That's right. So Doug's gone. VA6 HEM.
Thank you again there, Laird. And someone asked me a question about for tomorrow. I'll be on after that if you're more than welcome to kick around for a bit. No problems sticking around. So we got nothing planned. It's only 5:30, 6 o'clock here. So thank you, Laird, and looking forward to the shack tour tomorrow. I got everybody really intrigued about your shack tour, so just put another beat in your butt. All right, Saturday, Laird, always a pleasure. VA6 HEF, over to you.
Well, guys, I'm not hyping this thing up at all because a few people have been in my shack, and I think it's only about 6.5 feet long by about maybe 5.5 feet wide, and I'm crammed into the middle of it. So it's not very big and spacious, but that's sort of good though too, because then the kids and the wife can't come down and bug you and sit down and natter at you all the time. Hi. Let's see. VE3 BAH Brian.
Just a correction there. It's Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha Hotel. I keep checking the rack site to see if BE3 is given it up yet, but unfortunately he's not. He's out in the St. Jacobs area. Just a couple of things, Larry. I'm watching you on YouTube, listening through the IAX RPP app. There's a bit of a delay, so it's really weird watching you and listening at the same time because it doesn't sync at all. The other thing is that, they say in the broadcasting world, the camera adds another 20 pounds. In your case, it doesn't. So, on that, 7-3s, have a great evening, and we'll look forward to the tour of the shack tomorrow. And I have a few questions about the GOP as well, but we'll save that for another time. Politics is an interesting subject. It's all about power, my friend. The 3 things they say you can't say at the dinner table: sex, religion, and politics. Those are the most interesting. And on that, have a great night. Great BAH. Clear.
Okay, very good, Brian. Yes, and now I'm under pressure. I got to clean up the shack tomorrow. Anyways, very good. I'll be working from home, so I can maybe take a few breaks to do that. Hi. And last but not least, Scott, VE3 RPN. Oh, it looks like Scott's gone too. Okay, well, gentlemen, I'm going to say 73. It was fun this evening. Glad you all took the time out of your busy schedule of going nowhere and joined us for the COVID-19 Rag Chew. And look forward to chatting with you guys all again tomorrow night. And I'll figure out how I can stretch a 1-minute tour into maybe a 2-minute tour of the shack. Anyways, if you want to carry on the repeater, by all means, take it away, knock yourself out. But I'm gonna go upstairs and watch a few PVR shows, have a shower, and get to bed. Because even though I'm working from home, I'll still be up at the crack of stupid. Well, not the crack of stupid. Joe gets up at the crack of stupid. I get up around 6 o'clock. But gotta make sure I get my beauty sleep, as you guys can all attest to now, because yeah, that needs some work. Anyway, 73s guys, I'll talk to you later. VE3LKS.
Have a good evening, Laird. B3BWJ.
Node VA3BAH disconnected.
Thanks very much, Les. Did a good job again. All the best. VA3RTB clear.